Jr. plated 5 on the day with 2 big.
It's a soggy Seattle night, but baseball will be played comfortably underneath the roof of T-Mobile Park. Tonight we get the week started with the first of 4 between the Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Tommy Malone is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mariners. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up.
That's bullshit.
Striding in, Ted Williams. And in case you haven't been keeping up the tabs on him, arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games. First offering on its way. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And, fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
The 0-1 delivery.
Nope.
Down and away, ball 1. The 1-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. Looking at the stats, I'm so impressed. He's in the top 5 home runs in the American League coming into this game. And when you're doing that, you catch just about everybody's attention. Don't be surprised if he doesn't make something happen.
Digging in, Ted Williams. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line towards center field. Broxton is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Astros lead this one 4-0. So stepping in, Ted Williams. A strikeout and a lineout for him so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Broxton's under it. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. So striding in,
The
Ted
bat,
Williams.
number 9.
And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners
Ted
on base and 2
Williams.
gone here in the 5th. He's set. Here it comes. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there. And it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
That evens it up 1-1. Two and 1 to Ted Williams now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fouled away. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Astros lead it 9-0. Into the box now, Ted Williams looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. The 1-0. Hit to first.
Stand up right here. Stand up.
Backhanded. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Next will be the designated hitter, Ted Williams. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Williams.
From the stretch, and he fouls this one off. A 1 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right side. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Four wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
11-3 the final score in this contest. The Stros took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Cy Young earns the win, his 2nd, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. Tommy Malone struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 11 runs, 16 hits, 1 error. They left an incredible amount of runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at T-Mobile Park, 47,715. The Mariners thank you for your patronage and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.
Coming to you from Seattle tonight, where
And
the roof
now,
at T-Mobile Park has been closed for comfort. Here it's the second of this
Seattle
four-game series between the Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Justice Sheffield gets the starting nod for the M's. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, acquired by the Yankees in the Andrew Miller trade from the left side. Big arm. The Yankees think that this guy could be a very good pitcher, and they think he's going to be in their starting rotation heading into the future. Big fastball, 90.
Now at the plate, Ted Williams. First shot for him here, and he brings in a batting average of up near the .330 mark on the season.
Yeah, he's been swinging it pretty well over the last 10 games or so. Well over 300, and he's someone to watch in this one here.
And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
2-1 to Ted Williams now.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. Broxton looks up. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. Solo shot to right center. Number 13 for him on the year. And the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Ready for another chance? Ted Williams. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Stepping in, Ted Williams. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Williams.
Now a snap throw to first, and he'll get back in standing. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And he'll snap one over to first. Runner's back. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. Hammers it to deep right field. Looking up is Henniger. You can kiss it goodbye. A A two-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, as they take the lead 4-3. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the fourth to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby.
Now to the plate, Ted Williams. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Broxton will wait on it. And very quickly, one gone. Now batting, Ted Williams. Runner in scoring position with two gone.
Designated hitter, Ted Williams.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit
All right,
hard
you're
on the
good.
ground
Stay
towards
here, stay
second. Reined in. On to Healy at first, and the side is retired. One left for Houston. They're up 6-4.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all three phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last?
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. Houston, with their 50th team win, tops in the division. Vida Blue earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Raleigh Fingers closes the door for the save, his league best 25th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 6 runs on 12 hits, 1 error. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 10 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at T-Mobile Park, 47,715. The Mariners thank you for your patronage and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.
Now from T-Mobile Park in Seattle, MLB The Show is on the air. We've got an AL Western Division showdown tonight between the Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners. The Astros have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Number 50, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make...
Out. He's out. You're out. Out. Out.
Now in the box, Lou
Leading off for
Gehrig.
Houston,
He'll get us started in the top
hitter,
of the second.
number 4.
First offering on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball that misses. Guys, this is a team that's just continued to gain momentum throughout the year. What have been the keys to their success?
Yeah, I don't think we can be surprised. They're on fire right now, continuing a hot start, Matty, no doubt. They've stayed strong. They've come out of spring training with one goal in mind, that's to get to the postseason. Strong starting rotation, a lineup that doesn't quit. The guys seem to really rally around each other, and they got one of the strongest bullpens in the game.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And let's focus on Kyle Seager right here. Former Gold Glove third baseman, plays a reliable third base. I think something that he does better than anybody is his ability to come in on those swinging bunts or guys trying to lay a bunt down on him. He has the ability to have such soft.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Lou Gehrig. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Looking up is the center fielder. Unbelievable. A home run. I don't believe what I just saw. I don't believe what I just saw.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
At the plate, Lou Gehrig. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Fastball just inside. Jimmy Fox will be next. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Booyah. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Stepping into the box,
now
Lou Gehrig. He
Number
comes in 2
4.
for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Skied in the air to
Find the
straightaway
ball, halfway,
left.
halfway.
Santana moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in once again, Lou
Now batting.
Gehrig. He comes
Number
to the plate
4.
as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. He's set, and the pitch. Fouled away. In his career, Gehrig is slugging over 600. That's an elite level if you're not already aware, so he's got to be dealt with very carefully by opposing arms. The 0-1 delivery. Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is...
Well, this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
7-5 tonight's final. The Mariners led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Number 50 gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Walter Johnson permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Sam Tuivalala records the save, his 21st of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 7 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 34 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at T-Mobile Park, 47,715. The Mariners thank you for your patronage and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.
With the first-year player draft behind us, here's what happened on the diamond yesterday. Starting in the AL West, the Seattle Mariners hit 3 long balls as they got the home victory against the Astros 7-5. The A's combined for 10 hits as a team as they pulled off
MLB The Show has baseball from the Pacific Northwest and T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Today, a contest from the AL West between the Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Marco Gonzalez will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Play ball.
Coming to the plate now, Ted Williams
Batting
has
fourth.
2 hits
The
in
designated
11
hitter,
trips for the series
Ted
so far.
Williams.
First pitch on its way. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Hey, this is the big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage their last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved. A lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
Here it comes, 0-2. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Roll, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
Striding in once again, Ted Williams.
Number 9.
Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Williams.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 0-2 home. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Now another 1-2. Down the first baseline. He dives, but he can't make the catch. It's a foul ball. Fox leads off first with 1 away. Ball 2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on,
This could
come on.
be 2. Relay on to Healy for the double play, and that retires the side. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, 1 error in the inning, and no one left on base. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Astros on top, 4-0. Standing in, Ted Williams.
The bat,
he was a
number
double
9.
play victim last
Designated
time
hitter,
around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-goal will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This one is crushed. Back, and gone. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 15 for him thus far, as it's now a 6-run ball game. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far? Ready now, Ted Williams.
Now
it was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Williams.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he fouls this one off. 8 runs, 8 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Line toward right center. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
another look at the
it's
acrobatic
time for
play
the
out there in
traditional
center.
seventh
Back with
inning
more of this Thursday afternoon
stretch.
business person special following this. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Ted Williams. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
And that is into right field, so the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the 9th.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Settling in now, Rogers Hornsby.
And
now
he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
Williams on at first, nobody out. On the ground to the right side, and that's by him into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
You got to be frustrated if you're on the mound. You try and go elevated heater right there and blow some cheese by him, and he's able to scramble it and drive it the other way for a base hit. Nice job by the hitter to get the barrel to that baseball.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, Johnny Bench. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 0-1 pitch. Now this is on the ground. You're here. We'll see if they can get 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. Houston leads this one 11-5.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you could coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
11-5, the final tally in this one. The Stros posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Lefty Grove earns his 8th victory of the season. Marco Gonzalez was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Astros, 11 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 55 minutes. Our paid attendance at T-Mobile Park this afternoon, 47,715. The Mariners thank you for your patronage and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.